Yeah, we'll see. Here's the first pitch of the ball game, and it's down low. So 108 first pitch. For call, hitting .257. 7 home runs, 39 driven in. And a strike called by home plate umpire Larry Vanover. For call, 1 for 5 last night. Also was 1 for 5 on Friday. And another strike, and it's 1-2.
Obviously an emotional start for Penny. And when guys are a little amped up, they have a tendency to be a little wild to the strike zone. Doesn't look like it's the problem today with Penny.
Bounced foul. Our Game Time weather is brought to you by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. That's right. The admission-free boardwalk is open this weekend. 68 degrees here at the yard. Light winds. Humidity at 58%, and it is overcast. Beautiful day, whether you're here or at the boardwalk. The 1-2 offering for call is fouled again at the plate.
Right to that inside corner. Penny's a big guy. 32 years of age. He's a 10-year veteran, 6'4", 230-pounder. Native of Oklahoma. It's an example of that fastball that he can put with consistency, high velocity at the knees, both sides of the plate. He also can pitch high with it.
And another 1-2 pitch to Furcal, and Furcal takes low and away. It's 2-2.
Hard stuff in, sets up soft stuff away.
Dodgers a 3-game lead on the Colorado Rockies in the West. And Furcal lines it at Ishikawa, and that's how this game gets started.
Well, that's a good sign. Early Atom balls is always a good sign. That's a baseball omen right there. Just a fastball inside, and it looked like he maybe even could have been guessing in. And it's hard to believe in a 2-strike count that he would do that, but it looked like he was doing it to me. He squared that thing up.
Here's Juan Pierre. And Pierre takes a fastball high. Most of these veteran hitters in this Dodger lineup have faced Penny before, but a lot of the young guys haven't, including Ethier, Kemp, Loney. Russell Martin has never faced him. Lifted to left. 2 outs.
You can always tell a guy's been around this league for 10 years. I mean, he knows how to handle a situation. Knows how to handle adrenaline starts. And the pace that Penny has brought out to the middle of the field is a very slow, deliberate rhythm. The faster things go, adrenaline-wise, the more you need to slow things down.
Here's Ethier, who looks at a strike. Ethier hitting .282, 28 home runs. He's 6 RBI shy of 100. And Billingsley waiting to go out. Just inside to even the count at a ball and a strike. Ethier went 2 for 5 on Friday. And then got into the game late on a double switch last night and went 0 for 1. Down low, 2 balls and 1 strike.
It's a 90-mile-an-hour changeup. And I think that's why he throws the split and the changeup both, because it's a variance of speeds. Right over the top, and it's bounced foul.
Dodgers and Rockies are underway. Game starting at the same time this one did. 2-2 pitch. Up high, 3-2.
Tried to add on. That basically tell you what his maximum velocity is right there at 97, and a 2-2 count. Tried to put a little extra on his fastball. So his reach back velocity is 97. He's cruising about 93, 95, somewhere in there.
Squibbed. Penny, off balance throw. Not in time. Ethier beats it out.
3-2 split finger fastball. He hits it right off the end of the bat. There's not a whole lot you can do about it. Sandoval basically completely out of the play as he's playing back. It was going to be Penny and Penny alone. But just too much foot speed from Ethier, who got out of the box well. And all Benny could muster up was an off-balance throw. Not enough on it to get the speedy Ethier. And that sets up a steal situation for Ethier. And the Dodgers have been aggressive in the stolen base department in this series, and they've used it a lot early in the game.
Ethier's got 6. He's been thrown out 4 times. First pitch right down the middle of the plate. No balls and 1 strike.
Been very good at getting that strike 1 advantage.
Dodgers came into this series. They took 2 of 3 from the Arizona Diamondbacks. So they've won 4 of their last 5. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. The remarkable stat, if you look at the numbers against other teams, is what the Dodgers have done against teams in the West. They're 42-21 against the West. They have dominated their own division. Consider that Colorado Rockies are only 3 games over 500. There's a bouncing ball. Sandoval to his left. Side retired. Giants are coming up.
right side, and Russell Martin will do the catching. On the hill today for the Dodgers will be Chad Billingsley. Billingsley, 25 years old. He's a 3-year veteran, 6'1", 245-pounder, built like a linebacker. Billingsley, a good fastball. He'll go 92 to 96 miles per hour with a good curveball slider combination and a changeup. It's his 30th start. Good solid year. He's an innings eater, 178 2/3. 2-to-1 strikeout walk ratio, 158 hits allowed.
This will be his 4th start against the Giants this year. One ball and one strike with Freddie Sanchez on deck. And a line drive to right field. Torres with a leadoff single. He's like a dancer when he runs.
He definitely has quick feet.
Very light on his feet.
That's exactly what Bruce Bochy was looking for. And I think the key at bat in today's ball game for the Giants is how they do in their first at bat every inning. How they get that leadoff man in an inning on. Something that they need to do a better job of against this Dodger team.
Something the Dodgers did very well in the game last night against the Giants.
Well, 5 times last night the Giants walked the leadoff hitter on base, and that's a recipe for disaster.
Sanchez did not play yesterday. He took an 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts on Friday. Takes off the plate. Sanchez is only 2 for 9 lifetime against Billingsley. It's the guy on deck that wears him out. Up the middle. Could be a pair. And for call, we'll take the double play. So Sanchez, although hits it sharply, hits it right to Rafael for call, and with 2 outs, here's Randy Winn.
Yeah, it's hard to argue with loud contact. Guys having good at bats. I mean, and all you can really do is hit the ball hard. Keep putting good at bats together, and sooner or later, those hard ground balls, you're going to find some holes, and that's how you have to stay mentally. You've got to anticipate that good things are going to happen.
Here's Randy Winn. Takes a strike, 263, a couple of home runs, 48 driven in. 10 for 23 against Billingsley. You saw those numbers when we did the Giants lineup. Off his foot, it's 0-2. A little dark at the yard right now.
Yeah, the clouds kind of came in. Bright and sunny all morning long. Then just about game time, it darkened up.
One and 2 to the Giants left fielder today, Randy Winn. And he's out swinging to end the inning. After 1 inning here in San Francisco, it's 0-0. second inning is Brad Penny will go after Loney, Blake, and Belliard. Penny with the Giants making his third start. He is 3-3 lifetime against the dreaded Dodgers. And here's his first pitch to Loney, who's never faced him before, and it's a breaking ball down low.
Well, one thing about a guy that's been around for 10 years, like Brad Penny has, you love the adrenaline on a big game. I mean, you don't get it with every start you have. And it's the playoff games, the opening day games, the all-star games, and it's the big rivalry games that give you that extra juice. And when you've learned how to handle the adrenaline, it becomes a real fun type game to pitch in. It's not a fun game to pitch with if you don't know how to handle the adrenaline.
3-0 to Loney with Blake to follow. Penny now has to come into the strike zone. And he does, and it's 3-1.
Watch Penny go about his business, and he normally likes a pretty quick pace, but today, with all the juice that's on this ball game, he has slowed it down.
Big bouncing ball, foul.
Whoa! George Zarzana, our first base ball dude today.
I know. When we look at the replay, we got to determine whether this was on purpose or not. The truck is saying staged.
All right, I got it. I don't know, man. You don't take Schinbergers for free.
I don't know. That's staged in my mind.
No way.
He was thinking about doing that for 2 days. It's a walk to Loney. All right, we're going to show you this graphic, and we're going to call it the Comeback Kids, or It Ain't Over Till It's Over, or whatever you want. But take a look at this. 1982, the Giants 6.5 games back with 15 to play, so up the Dodgers in L.A. in the second to last weekend. Came back within one game of the Braves entering the final weekend. That was the Ron Pruitt hit, and was knocked out L.A. after they were knocked out the day before. 93, Giants 4 back with 16 to go, caught the Braves over the next 11 games and were tied going into the final game. As Blake skies this one into left center field. This is in the park, and what I'm about to read is way more important than that catch. In 1998, Giants were 4.5 back of the wild card with 10 to play, forced a one-game playoff with the Cubs. That was the 1 week where Joe Carter lit it up in a Giants uniform. So 5.5 back with 20 to go. Giants got him right where they want him.
Hey, that's what I'm going with. And in the meantime, go San Diego Padres, who won in extra innings in a ball game last night down in San Diego against the Rockies. They lost the lead in the ninth. The Rockies caught them, but in the 10th inning, the Padres won it. So Giants fans root hard for the Padres today.
Belliard takes low. It's one of the stands around the ballpark, one of the gift stands where you can get just about anything you could possibly want that has to do with the Giants. And also check out the dugout store. They got stuff in there that was in there yesterday. Fantastic. 1-0 to Belliard. Lifted into right center field. Is this going to hang up? It hangs up. Torres catches. Falling down is Loney. And Ishikawa is going to beat him to the bag. The speed of Andres Torres, not a problem. Giants are coming up.
Heritage Night 2 is Wednesday, September 16th, and your $20 special event ticket will get you a Filipino-themed Giants t-shirt, culturally themed pregame and in-game entertainment, and seating in the special Heritage Night section. For more information, go to sfgiants.com/special events or call 415-972-2298.
Hey, our Panda Cam is brought to you by Panda Express and their signature entree, Orange Chicken Experience. Pandemonium.
I like that orange chicken. That's the Panda Express signature entree. Crispy outside, tender inside, delicious all around. It's the sweet, spicy taste you'll crave.
Now, I'm into the mushroom chicken with mixed vegetables.
String bean chicken breast, broccoli beef. Oh, yeah, we like the Panda, and we like the Panda Express.
And the pitch to Pablo Sandoval, and he takes high. 1 ball and no strikes. To middle, and a base hit. It's magic.
It is. You talk about Panda Express, and Sandoval gets a base hit.
Of course, he does that routine, and you start to get word around the league that maybe guys are a little ticked off by it, but I don't see it. It's what he does.
Well, there was a writer earlier in the week called those 2 steps that he took, the electric slide. Hey, he doesn't offend anybody. It's fast for the most part. Nobody really notices.
And he doesn't explode at the end. Here's Nate Sherholtz. Sherholtz on the first pitch. I think he broke his bat. And he bounces this one foul.
All right, George, grab some pine. Out of it.
George, did he just take a little circle there?
He did.
More camera time.
And he still hasn't rubbed that shin bone. That's George over there at third base, too.
Come on, that's Darryl Gold.
But he won the George Zarzano lookalike contest.
He did, and that's why he is at third. And it's 0-1 to Sherholtz. Spins one in there for a strike, and it's 0-2. Deck Juan Uribe. 0-0. Second inning. And he got him.
Good hard breaking ball. It's been a strikeout pitch for Billingsley since the day he walked into the big leagues. And it's good 0-2 use of a count when you're throwing that hard breaking ball with a 12-6 bite on it. You want to bounce it, especially from a right-hander to a left-hander. There you see the 12-6 break, and that is perfectly placed in the dirt between home plate and the catcher. Even if Sherholtz hits that ball, I can't do a whole lot with that.
Yeah, you're probably going to hit it off your foot. Here's Uribe. And Uribe takes a little low. 1 ball and no strikes. Two for 6. Uribe's history against Billingsley. Takes it down low. Travis Ishikawa to follow. And they get the strike. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Nice little cutter in there on the 2-0.
No Ramirez today. Maybe see him later. Swing and a miss. 2-2.
Came right back with a slider at 2-1.
That's the pitch. If it's a little more in and up Uribe doesn't miss that one.
Well, he's a good mistake hitter. I mean, you hang a slider to him, I agree.
High drive, left field, Pierre back, at the wall, out of here!
You mean like that?
Like that.
And this crowd has been waiting to do this for 3 days.
Well, they've been waiting actually to tell Dodger fans to shut up.
And once again, the big hit came off the bat of Juan Uribe, who has really been something else the last 3 weeks here for the Giants. And he knew it. And for Uribe, lucky number 13 on the year.
Here's Ishikawa. Ishikawa up the middle in a base hit.
They're contagious. Line drives. I like the swine flu.
I have to tell you, I got to give you credit. Very first time I've ever heard that.
It may be the last. Yep. Put the helmet on. Pat the helmet. Yep. Yep.
Said, all right, enough. Eli Whiteside hitting .212. He's never faced Billingsley before. In tight, 1 ball and no strikes. Brad Penny is on deck, although he hasn't come out of the dugout just yet. And that's to the backstop, and Ishikawa is going to take off. Here comes Penny.
Ball just heat seeks right into Eli Whiteside. Russell Martin was sitting on that outside corner, had to try and come back, couldn't quite reach back to catch it. And Rick Honeycutt saw the front shoulder fly on that last pitch, and immediately he's going to come out and talk to Billingsley about it. I mean, Billingsley looks like a catcher the way he's built. There's the shoulder fly and the right arm drag.
You can get some pretty good movement that way, though.
Yeah, but it's movement that you can't. It's not good. Oh, yeah. She's into it. Let's go, Giants. Oh, yeah. We feel you. She's got her orange and black on, a great attitude. Her orange bow, gamer.
2-0 to Whiteside. Swing and a miss. 2 balls and 1 strike. The Padres have taken a 1-0 lead on the Rockies. Two and 2. Whiteside out of the box to regrip and regroup.
He's had 2 fastballs rolling right by him. 2-0, 2-1. San Diego with an early lead over Colorado.
3-2. Will Venable with a home run in that game to give the Padres the lead. Max and Molly's kid very close to the permanent Christmas card list.
Again, another fastball that he flies open and drags on. And he's giving Russell Martin a workout.
Out of play.
Dodgers 5 for 12 on Friday, 5 for 15 on Saturday with runners and scoring position. The Giants 0 for 9 collectively in both days. They haven't created a lot of opportunity. They have not been able to cash in when they had it.
Whiteside stays alive. Folks are still coming in. Either that or there's a rush at the Acme Chop House. This is foul. And it stays 3-2.
Giants baseball is brought to you by Big O Tires. Post your comments about the San Francisco Giants on the Big O Tires sports blog at csnbayarea.com. Big O Tires. Where's some Big O Tires? And all around this ballpark, you see Giants fans and Dodger fans sitting together.
Out of play.
Spirited at bat.
Whiteside, if anything, making Billingsley work. Ishikawa at second. And Whiteside out swinging.
Got a lot of pitches out of Billingsley, though. Third strikeout for the Dodger right-hander.
Penny can hit a little bit. Here he takes a fastball for a strike. It's quite possible that Penny and Billingsley had a number of conversations when they were teammates. On the ground, into short to for Paul, and that'll retire the side. Uribe, home run number 13. Did he get this hanging breaking ball? You bet he did. Bye-bye, baby. 2-0 Giants.
It's done this year against the National League West, and the Dodgers playing .667 ball against the rest of the division. The Giants playing .409, and that is a remarkable statistic when you look at the Dodgers 21 games over 500 against Colorado, San Diego, Arizona, and San Francisco. Boy, have they done a number within the division. And that's our Chevron unsurpassed performance. James Loney talking it over with Juan Pierre. different when you look at baseball sidelines compared to football sidelines. Football sidelines, guys are geeked up and they're beating each other on the head and they're banging heads. And I mean, it's all good, but when you play 162 games, you have to find a way to relax a bit.
Relax. Here's Russell Martin, who caught a lot of games that Brad Penny was pitching. And he bounces this one up the middle. Uribe cuts it off, and Uribe throws him out. One pitch went out, and that'll bring up Billingsley. Billingsley is 10 for 51, so he'll put it in play. And a first pitch strike. Out of play, that'll reach the club level in a hurry, and it's 0-2.
Talked about Billingsley, the ability to hit. I mean, you're hitting 196 this deep into the year with a home run of 4 RBIs. You're a threat.
Chops it to Uribe. Let's see if he takes a little off on this throw. I think he did.
A little bit. That was only at 97. You know, you get an idea as to how strong this guy is when you stand next to him and you watch him coming in and out of the batting cage during batting practice. And he is just a bull.
He can put on a show with BP.
He can. And this guy would be, if he charged the mound, that'd be a rough go. It would just not be, it would be rough.
He might have 5 guys hanging on him by the time he got there. Here's Furcal, who lined out to Ishikawa. Nothing Giants. And that fastball is high.
Like Furcal was taken all the way.
And a strike. Sandoval is right at the cut of the grass at third. Ishikawa and Sanchez are at their normal depth on the right side. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. And maybe a bit high. Some umpires will give you that one, some won't. And we saw a guy today that might have. Eddie Montague was walking around, came into the booth to say hello, and it was nice to see Eddie.
Ed Montague, an umpire for 34 years, on the DL right now. Oh, what was that?
All right, well, I'm going to go out on a limb. You ready?
Yeah.
Eddie would have called that a strike.
Larry Vanover calling balls and strikes today. Steal situation now for Furcal. That's something that used to be a given, but he hasn't stolen a lot this year. I think a lot of it has to do with the history he has in that back.
There's a strike, and it's 0-1.
That's the same pitch. And I guarantee that Penny's saying that very same thing to himself.
Furcal, 6 steals. He's been thrown out 5 times. Lines this one. Torres puts it away. For the Giants, they'll have the top of the order coming up. So coming out to the ballpark next week for any of the Rockies game and take advantage of the 10th man $10 ticket. That's right, for $10 you're in to help the Giants beat the Rockies. Just go to sfgiants.com, enter the coupon code 10.
They have to get their Giants rivalry caps on, giving out the ballparks today.
Torres singled in the first. Here he takes high. Torres, Sanchez win against Chad Billingsley. And tight 2-0. Billingsley has not issued a walk as Torres takes a strike. Rockies now have taken a 2-1 lead over the Padres. But Will Venable hadn't been up yet.
That's exactly right.
Foul, ugly finder into the Dodger dugout. And it's 2-2. Or did it go over the dugout?
It went over the dugout, hit the top of the dugout, kind of skipped into the stands, but it was an ugly finder.
Thanks, partner. 2-2 pitch out of play. I thought for sure.
Let's take a look. Where exactly did it go? Skip. Oh, yeah. Watch your lips.
Got him.
Oh, high strike. Strikeout number 4. Let's take a look at the belt high cutter. This time Larry Vanover says, okay, looks pretty good. And that's Bruce Bochy's view from there. And he knows there haven't been many strikes called above the belt. And Bochy was letting Vanover know that he disagreed with the call.
Well, not the one to Rafael for call.
Oh, yeah. She's ready to go. Got her glove. Got her uni on. Form fit. Looking very sharp. Atta babe.
1-1 to Sanchez. Sanchez bounced into a double play. See, now, is that the same pitch?
No, that was a big curveball. The other one was a slider. And that was a pretty good pitch right there.
I was talking about location-wise.
It was. I thought it was better. Sam Holbrook, first base umpire. Bruce Bochy's not having fun.
He's disgusted. He doesn't know who to be more disgusted at.
Well, I mean, you can see it's close. I don't think he swung, but
top to short for call has it. 2 outs.
Well, today, immediately following the 49ers Cardinals game, you can go to Comcast Sportsnet Plus and check out 49ers postgame live. It is hosted by Gary Radnich and former Mayor Willie Brown, and I think just those two guys alone is worth the price of admission. So check it all out. The 49ers game isn't over until they say it is. You'll see it on Comcast Sportsnet Plus today.
They may not even talk about the 49ers.
I know it.
Eric Davis is on there to, to control things a little bit.
Got to bring it back to football.
Yeah. Randy Wynn struck out in the first.
But I would listen to Gary Radnich and Willie Brown.
That'd be a great dinner group, wouldn't it?
Yeah, oh, man. You would have fun. I'd listen to them every day. Very interesting conversationalists.
Randy Wynn strokes it to left. Throw in John Miller, who can interrogate people with the best of them at dinner.
You and I wouldn't have to say a word.
No, just pay the bill.
This guy's not happy. He's got to sit next to a Dodger fan.
You can make me wear this striped shirt. And then you're putting me on camera. You're going to show it to me in 15 years?
Oh, yeah. And he'll see this when he graduates from high school. And really appreciate it.
Mom's not having a whole lot of sympathy in this.
Mom's a gamer. She can do whatever she wants.
See, I think that little guy just found out they didn't have tickets. He wants to get into the game.
We got to take care of that kid.
Yeah.
Last 17 games, he has been cold.
Knocked down by Russell Martin, who's one of the best at it. Oh, Jim Lynch telling us that they do have tickets, but they're waiting for Dad.
So that's why he's mad. The old man's late. I get it. He doesn't get to see the Panda hit.
He wants a hot dog. He wants some nachos. Mom's not sympathetic at all.
Ooh, good pitch. Nice take.
Two and to Sandoval.
For as aggressive as Sandoval is, I mean, that's really a perfect pitch to him when you think about it. He's a hard guy to walk. Just keep pounding those areas right around the strike zone. And you can do the same thing with Benjamin Molina. That's the bad thing about being aggressive and having a reputation for it. And that's how pitchers take advantage of it. And basically what you wind up swinging at is their pitch.
And it's thrown away. And Randy Wynn gets a free 90 feet. Well, that's significant.
Oh, nice in scoring position, and it comes by way of a gift. Loney, no chance. Yep, they believe. 5.5 games back. 20 games left, not a problem.
On the ground for call. And for call, throws him out. We've played 3 innings. Dad has showed up, and all is good in the world.
We are going to separate the fair weather fans from the diehard fans with today's poll question. Check it out at csnbayarea.com and let us know what you think, and then get the results on the Esurance Giants post-game live. How's that voice sound, Dwayne?
Hey, Aim, can you repeat that?
I'm trying.
Nice going, Amer.
That's why she's
the gamer.
Here's Ethier. Ethier on the ground. Sanchez from the outfield grass. One pitch, one out.
Thank you very much.
Amy was asking a number of us in the clubhouse, what can you do to get your voice back? She was getting all kinds of different suggestions. Buck Martinez, who was here with TBS, said warm cranberry juice. And Amy kind of went, I don't think I want my voice to sound.
That sounds gnarly.
I think it's called wine, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. That's one thing you would never want to go into a major league clubhouse and ask a bunch of ball players, hey, you got any remedies for no voice? Because you would have some pretty strange brews thrown your way.
Well, she was smart. She didn't ask any of the players. She asked me, and I said, get a steroid shot like Dave Fleming did when he was in Pittsburgh, and it worked.
It did work.
And Amy wasn't too good with that one.
No, she doesn't do shots.
2-0 to Kemp. Up the middle, and it's kicked off of Penny, and it'll be a base hit.
All right, time now to ask our Aflac trivia question. The trivia question today: who was the last Giants pitcher to win 4 or more games in a season without a loss to the Dodgers?
I think I know it.
Yep, they're in this.
Here's Loney, who drew a walk to lead off the second. Loney takes high, 1 ball and no strikes.
Saw him in a home run last night. Pretty similar location. You gotta be careful about belt-high mistakes to Loney. He has been on fire.
Whiteside was looking into Bruce Bochy. I'm sure it's about pitching out or not. And it's 2-0.
Just missed with a changeup.
Loney will think about a good pitch to hit right here. And Penny paints him. It's 2-1.
Boy, at 97 mile an hour paint on the outside corner, and that's what Penny can do. I mean, there's not many guys who can take high velocity and pinpoint it on a 2-0 count like this.
Eli Whiteside, a very quiet target.
Man, an excellent framer too, I might add. It doesn't sound like a big thing, but you see a lot of movement with some catchers. The more quiet you are as a catcher, the more still you can make your target. I think the better it is for a pitcher.
Runner goes. Swinging a foul. It's 2-2. Oh, catcher's interference on Whiteside.
That's the second time that's happened to Whiteside. This is the pitcher talking about last night. Justin Miller threw a belt-high fastball late in the ball game to Loney, and he did this. It'll happen often when a guy's trying to get himself positioned to throw to second base. And Loney just kicks the end of the glove and catches interference. There'll be an error on Whiteside.
So here's Casey Blake. There's a strike to Blake on a breaking ball.
The other thing, too, about Penny is he knows how to pitch for the situation, and this is a ground ball situation.
Another breaking ball and another strike. Blake takes a walk. I think it's cooling off a little bit here at the park.
Feels good. A hint of fall in the air.
They got the Panda. I love it. 0-2 to Casey Blake. Down low, squirts away from Whiteside, but all the while Whiteside was going after that ball, he kept his eye on Kemp.
Now, if you can keep that ball in front of you on a block, excellent chance of freezing a runner. Kind of an unorthodox way of going about blocking a ball. I mean, it looks more like a shortstop than a catcher in that particular play, but hey, you got the job done.
Mr. Posey, hey, you got into a game on Friday.
Yeah, he'll get into some more before it's all said and done.
More than anything, if you're Buster Posey, Madison Bumgarner, take it all in. Take it all in. And don't stand next to one of the kids. Stand next to a veteran and watch the game.
Get there early, leave late. Watch how guys prepare before a game. Watch what they do after a game.
Down the right field line. This is hit pretty well, but it slices foul. Bumgarner tried to get in this. Hey, you're leaving me hanging. Hey, okay, all right.
And remember, don't throw the fist out there until it's time.
I love those young guys.
Yeah, September call-ups are fun.
2-2.
It's fun. It's fun when you get good September call-ups. So what makes a good September call-up? Well, number one, a guy that doesn't say a whole lot. Be seen and not heard. And a guy who has the ability to laugh at himself. That helps.
Got him. And now Whiteside couldn't find it, and through all of that, Kemp goes to third, but the big out was recorded at home.
That's excellent base running from Kemp. I mean, you have to be able to get a secondary lead and anticipate a swing through strike three, and there on the exchange, once he sees the ball go behind him very quickly, he's gone. I mean, and that's without hesitation, and there wasn't a lot of opportunity there. The window was small, and it was a nice job.
A pass ball charged to Eli Whiteside, allowing Kemp to go to third. And here's Belliard. Belliard takes a strike. Belliard lined out to Andres Torres in the second. James Loney, who was a base runner at first, misread the line drive. He got caught way off of the bag at first and was doubled up. A little pop-up out of play. It's 0-2.
Well, a nice job of planting two fastballs right on that inside corner.
Belliard on the ground. Sandoval with the backhand. Inning over. And the Dodgers leave a pair. let's ask and answer our Aflac trivia question. Who was the last Giants pitcher to win 4 or more games in a season without a loss to the Dodgers? Mike Krukow. What a fine year that was in 1986. We were there when Mike won every one of those 4 games against the Dodgers.
Yeah, that was fun.
So congratulations, partner.
I had no idea that nobody has done that since.
See, I thought Jason Schmidt might have done it.
Very cool. Nice to be remembered.
Sherholtz takes a breaking ball for a strike.
But, I mean, the Dodgers, I got 4 times in 86. I got the Mets 4 times in 86. So, Dodgers and Mets were good to me that year.
Sherholtz right now is behind 0-2. Billingsley with 4 strikeouts. He hasn't walked anybody. In tight, Uribe to follow, and then Travis Ishikawa. Giants with 2 runs on 5 hits. And this is foul.
Our ball dude, that's a good thing. If that thing would have come off and been at him on the carom, that might have been ugly. A little worried about you, George.
Why they wear helmets and cuffs. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Sherholtz pulls it on the ground. Fair ball. And Loney collides with the umpire, and Sherholtz is headed into second, and Loney's hurt. And here comes Joe Torre and the training staff.
Sam Holbrook, the first base umpire, obviously his concentration was on the ball. I don't know if he ever saw Loney coming.
He may have. Did they hit heads?
Just like he stuck his head in his armpit. And I think just the fact that you're not anticipating collision and
maybe
kind of jammed his neck.
Yeah, you jam your neck.
I have not seen a play like this. But he is down.
You see, he grabbed the back of his neck.
Don't mess around with neck injuries when you're completely extended going for a ball. I mean, you're vulnerable, and when you're not expecting contact, your neck is relaxed. He's moving around gingerly. Saying he saw stars.
Surprised that this ball stayed fair. I never thought for 1 second it would be a fair ball. It looked like it hit right on top of the bag.
Well, he grabs his neck immediately. I mean, he may have had a stinger. It's a break for the Giants, a leadout double for Sherholtz. But the concern is for the Dodger first baseman.
Well, Billingsley is starting to throw a little bit to Russell Martin. And he says he's all right.
Well, I guess you can laugh about it now. When he sees the replay of it, I mean, he may chuckle a little bit, but boy, we've seen enough neck injuries over the years to know that they are not laughing matters.
So here's Uribe. Uribe Uribe takes that breaking ball down low. Uribe is a guy that he can go to right field. We've seen him do it. But he is more of a free swinger. And he fouls it out of play.
Boy, just wheel and fire. Second inning, he stepped up, got a hanging breaking ball, and banged it out of here. Home run number 13. We're going to make that our fourth quality drive of the game. And it has been the offense, and that is why the Giants have 2 runs on the board, because of that swing of the bat, our fourth quality drive of the game.
Down low, and Uribe lays off. Travis Ishikawa on deck. Schultz with his lead at second. On the ground and a base hit to right field. Schultz is being held up as Loney cuts it off.
Now that's that right field approach you're talking about, Type. And when he's dialed, he doesn't just throw it there. He drives it through. He's just got great plate coverage right here. Again, a good place to hit, though, right there at the belt, out over the plate. And staying inside it, just rifling it through the right side. And with nobody out, Tim Flannery, the third base coach for the Giants, opting not to challenge Andre Ethier in right field. You can see Flannery judge. Now he puts up the break sign. If that's a one-out play, he may do it. With 2 outs, I think he definitely does it. Belisario now going to start to get up and throw for the Dodgers. Meanwhile, down in San Diego, the Rockies on top of the Pods, 3-2.
Will Venable? No, I don't know. He could have, for all we know.
All we know is Will Venable was swinging the bat well when the Giants played the Padres here. So we're just going to assume he's still swinging it well.
Here's Ishikawa. Base hit. Right field. Hit hard. Down into the corner. Sherholtz scores. Uribe is being held. And Travis Ishikawa with a double and an RBI. It's 3-0.
2 very good at-bats today for Ishikawa. They try to go on the inside corner, and Billingsley leaving it out. Another good location mistake from Billingsley for the Giants to hit. And they're not missing it. That's the 7th hit now that the Giants have had here in 3+ innings against Billingsley. And they're set to do some damage here.
Well, it's going to be up to Whiteside, who struck out in the second.
And it was basically a lot of fastballs that Billingsley pumped out of his first at bat.
No balls and 1 strike.
Good curveball to open things up. Whiteside's not going to be happy with that swing.
Well, he was sure thinking fastball and didn't get it. Swung anyway. This is in shallow right field. It's going to be Belliard who makes the catch. And now it's up to Brad Penny. Penny bounced out to short in the second. Penny, see if he gets in and even looks for a sign. You think, well, maybe the squeeze is on. Well, it's hard to put on when you don't even look.
Well, maybe the last thing that Bruce Bochy told him, though.
You're right. It could be on right here.
Could be on first pitch.
No balls and 1 strike. Now he looks down. but not for very long.
Well, he came up to Bruce Bochy, told him, I can hit a little bit.
Two,
but has not looked very strong on those two breaking balls from Billingsley. He's right on top of the plate.
And 3 breaking balls. Penny hustles down to first, but he strikes out. And now it's up to Andres Torres to make this more than a 1-run inning. Torres singled in the first. Struck out looking in the third. In the dirt. What a play by Martin. My word.
Well, when they bounce that far out in front of home plate, they usually bounce high. You really don't know what you're going to get as a catcher. But he's always been a very good blocker. That was way out in front of home plate. I mean, he didn't know where it wound up, but the very fact that he stopped it in front of himself froze Uribe. And we've seen him do that a lot over the years. He can block. Good catcher.
Down the right field line. Foul. Nice catch.
Oh, what a catch. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And they didn't even know each other before the play. That's the thing that's remarkable. Look at a high backhander, reached out, had his glove on, played it perfectly, loves JT Snow.
And she's going to lose her margarita here.
Look at the reaction from the gal.
Here it is.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
That is great.
Well, that was the pitch that Torres got called out on in the third. Here it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Uribe at third, Ishikawa at second. Pulled on the ground, foul, 2-2.
Billingsley, steady diet of breaking balls. Let's take one more look at the fan catch down in the McCubby loft. I got it. Boom! No problem. And the babe, oh yeah. She didn't need that margarita. Gamer.
2-2. And he got him with a slow breaking ball to end the inning. Giants pick up a run. We'll now head to the 5th. Innings, earning Giants fans $5 off tickets to the Wednesday, September 16th game against the Rockies. That would be Matt Cain's next start. How do you do it? Well, you log on to sfgiants.com. Just press in the code Cain, and you will get your discount. There's Matt Cain.
That's in the Acme Chop House. One of our favorite establishments for everything. Good food, good drink.
Martin takes a strike. 3-0 Giants.
Oh yeah, there's the victor, and those are the spoils. He did make a great play.
Here's the 0-1 to Russell Martin, and it's just inside. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Oh, not by much. Good pitch.
Doug Minkiewicz is going to hit, so that means Billingsley's day is over. Low and away, 2-1.
We always talk about the Acme Chop House as a great place to meet people. When you come to the game, you meet them there before the game, or you meet them there after the game. There's the Acme Chop House. Fantastic place. Ask for Big John, and he will take care of you.
Lifted into right center field as it slices its way back to Nate Sherholtz for out number 1. It'll be Weaver. Jeff Weaver will be coming out. So Billingsley ends up going 4 innings. He strikes out 6. He doesn't walk anybody. Minkiewicz waits, and the fastball is high. 1 ball and no strikes.
Pretty remarkable story. This guy was supposed to be done for the year. Back early in April, he had a shoulder injury, separated his shoulder at second base, and they thought that he was going to be done for the year.
Remember the game?
Yeah, I do.
Bouncing ball to Sanchez. He did it sliding into second. Torrey went out along with the train and talked himself to staying in, and 3 pitches later collapsed.
He saw what was happening with his team, and he really made it a personal goal to be able to rehab, to be able to come back and possibly qualify as one of the 25 that get to go to the playoffs.
So 2 outs here is for call. For call, looks at a strike. He's lined out and he's walked. Tomorrow night, and they're still leading 3-2 against the Padres in the 6th inning. Down the left field line, it'll be out of play. I'm assuming you're expecting a spirited crowd here on tomorrow night.
Well, I am. The Giants had not played too well in the last 4 games. I mean, a 4-game losing streak, and it really takes a lot of the energy out of what you're trying to accomplish. And what you're trying to accomplish is catching the Rockies for the wild card. Well, when the Rockies are right here in your own backyard, I mean, I would expect that the attitude and the mood tomorrow is going to be very festive.
You can shut down the scoreboard.
Yep, shut it down. And that's why today is such a huge game for the Giants. And putting the ball in the hands of this man right here has proved to be a good thing for Bruce Bochy.
for a call, gets jammed. More work for Freddie Sanchez, and that ends the inning. Giants are coming up. It'll be Freddie Sanchez to lead things off. Did. How important is it for a catcher to frame a pitch and not hop around behind the plate just before the pitcher throws the ball? Did you like a quiet catcher or a jittery catcher?
Well, I like the quiet catcher, and I think that, for a catcher, you've got to stay still, especially when you're receiving the low pitch, to give that umpire a look so that you might get that pitch called a strike. And you're watching a good framer right here. Russell Martin, one of the best. He's not a tall guy. He's about 5'10", and a lot of spring and bounce in his legs, and he just has always been a real good framer to the low pitch. He and Eli Whiteside, both good framers. Very calm. Now that's the high part of the strike zone there. He sort of tucks into the strike zone and he gets the call. That was a strike 3 to Andres Torres earlier.
Here's Weaver facing Sanchez, and one pitch, and Sanchez lines it into left field for a base hit. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change tune-up and smog experts. And it's Weaver.
Well, he has been invaluable to this Dodgers staff, and for one reason, he can swing. 7 starts. He's had 17 appearances out of the bullpen. And he does a good job. He's a strike thrower, and he can get you a ground ball. He's the guy that if you have an early TKO from your starter, he can go in there and go a time through the lineup. He's got a sinker. That's his base fastball. He can cut the fastball. He can give you a lot of different looks, too, with arm angle. So you say he throws a curveball, it doesn't tell you the whole story. He can probably do about 3 or 4 things with that curveball just by lowering his arm angle.
Randy Wynn doesn't waste any time as he swings and misses. Mike, I'd like to say happy birthday to Alice Reynolds, 88 years old today. Unable to get to the ballpark, but watching. So, Alice, from all of us, happy 88th birthday. Line drive, base hit. Sanchez to third.
Time now for our AT&T Rapid Rewind. And remember, we had a little bench clearing incident August 12th in 2009 on a ball that got inside and hit Sandoval on the elbow. Both pitches cleared. And Russell Martin had been a little bit upset with a play that happened at home plate, and he got rather into that moment. And that was our AT&T Rapid Rewind. AT&T, the nation's fastest 3G network. AT&T, your world delivered.
Here's Sandoval with runners at the corners. And Sandoval, first pitch swinging, fouls it out of play. Sandoval 0 for 5 against Jeff Weaver.
Randy Wynn, two good opposite field at bats today.
This pop-up is straight back and out of play. And a quick 0-2. Randy Wynn, I don't know if he slipped, but he started to go and then held up.
It wouldn't be surprising to me to see Bruce Bochy move a runner with Weaver on the mound because he throws so many ground balls. I mean, not only will his sinker get a ground ball, but he's got a number of breaking balls that'll put the ball in the dirt as well. Here they want to go fastball up.
It's going to be right on top of the Giants dugout.
Oh yeah, the Panda lovers.
Look out, in tight, 1-2.
Pretty much the same pitch that set off the incident back early in August. Tried to go again up with the fastball. That just missed his left elbow.
Yep.
Jeff Weaver, one of those guys who's never had a problem pitching inside. He's got a little attitude out there.
There's one. Furcall's now coming home, and that's a double play. So it's an unusual double play, but it's one of the reasons why you got to be careful going at third.
Well, there was a hesitation, and had he gone on the initial jump, he may have had a chance to get there. But once he stopped and did the restart, no chance. And if you're taking on one of the best arms at shortstop in the game, you're going to lose. And Furcal saw right in front of there, threw right over second base umpire Brian Gorman, and nailed a strike right to Russell Martin. And it's just a running mistake. Once Freddie Sanchez started and stopped, he should have stayed. But that's hindsight. I mean, they would have gotten 2 outs anyway with the double play at first base.
But you have a guy in scoring position, and that's the only difference. I mean, what the Giants did is they forced the Dodgers to make a throw home. Sherholtz doubled in the fourth. 0-2.
Talk about the arm of Furcal. It is a cannon, and that is a seed right to Martin with plenty of time to put the tag on. And Sanchez had nowhere to go. Yeah, sometimes he surprises himself with that arm.
Sandoval not going anywhere, but Weaver checking on him anyway. It's 0-2 to Sherholtz. Sherholtz out swinging, and that'll end the inning. Opportunity wasted for the Giants. We'll head to the 6th. 3-0 Dodgers.
best plays we've seen here all year in the stands. A gentleman out in the McCovey loft, reaching high to a backhander, and watch the gal right next to him, because she gives him a huge hug and says, "I don't need this margarita." And that's our Coors Light Freeze Can, brought to you by Frostproof Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. Had it been a Coors Light, she would not have dropped it.
She got another one.
Oh, yeah.
All right, here's Juan Pierre, a 3-0 lead for the Giants. And Pierre looks at a strike. He's flied out and he's lined out.
How steady has Brad Penny been with strike one today?
Very good. Up the middle and past Uribe for a leadoff single. Uribe kind of protecting that hole towards third, which means you got to give up a little bit of the middle.
And you can see, I mean, he misses it by about a step. He was about 2 steps over towards the hole out of normal straightaway positioning at shortstop. And that particular time it cost him.
So here's Ethier. Ethier takes a strike, and it's 0-1.
Again, bang, 0-1, 0-1, 0-1. What 0-1 does for a pitcher, it allows him to make the next 2 pitches to a location of his choice. He does not have to go back into that strike zone.
So I'm going to foul back. It's now 0-2. So Ethier, with an infield hit in the first, bounced out to Sanchez in the fourth. Oh, 2 pitch coming up. Big chopper. Sanchez gets the out at first. Down to second goes Pierre.
Got some news out of San Diego, Smooth?
I believe it's tied. I don't know if Will Venable has done some more work. Kemp, 1 for 2, an infield hit in the fourth. Hit a ball off the leg of Brad Penny. I just see Kemp show like he was going to bunt. He must have been kidding.
Anytime a guy that steps into a batter's box that has 23 home runs on the year shows you he's going to bunt, he's doing you a favor.
Yeah.
I know they're down by 3 runs and they need base runners, but still, he could get 2 back in a hurry with 1 swing of the bat.
He was kidding.
Yeah.
Randy Wynn broke in, but recovers to make the catch.
And you want to know what fuel is for a pitcher? It's when a guy makes it out and he does something out of the norm. Watch the reaction from Kemp as he swings his bat around. That is something that is just good for the soul if you're out there on that mound and you know you've frustrated a hitter to this point. So the point is, if you're a young hitter out there and a guy he gets you out, don't do that, because you're just going to make that guy on the mound better.
Boy, all those times you got me out, I just wore it. I just ran right back to the dugout.
Yeah, all those times, huh?
I said, you know what? I'm just going to have to take it. Here's Loney.
You know, I went back and checked. I mean, lifetime, you're 1 for 4 in the big leagues off of me. But I went back and checked all the spring training at bats that never really made a statistic. Your lifetime against me, 16 for 19.
No. Check the back of my baseball card for those numbers.
Fortunately, they don't make a baseball card.
On the ground, foul, although Ishikawa with a nice effort.
Well, that's another way to recharge the batteries of your pitcher out there on the mound. If you're a corner infielder, dive on a play that's a foul ball. I mean, what Ishikawa is saying right here, he wants to play. And the guy out there on the mound, Brad Penny, he appreciates that. So does the manager.
One ball and one strike to Loney. Foul back, 1-2.
Got away with one there. To see what Penny has done with the Giants. He has been fantastic.
Center field. Side retired. Dodgers lead 1. Fans on September 30th. It's the Diamondbacks in town. It's also Oktoberfest here at the ballpark. A $25 special event ticket. It's going to get you a seat in the fun section. It's a pregame party that's going to go on for a very long time. Get the Oktoberfest season ticket. Get it started in Giant style. 415-972-2298.
Das Cleat, Collector's Bootstein. I'm in.
Here's Uribe, who takes a strike, and it's no balls and one strike.
10 hits today for the Giants. They have brought their lumber.
High and foul down the left field line, and this will be in the seats.
More good news out of San Diego. Padres now with a 1-run lead.
Here's the home run by Uribe, which came in the second.
Hang and break a ball. He got it up a little bit, and he just spanked it out of here. Home run number 13 for Uribe.
Off the end of the bat, this might fall, and it will.
You got a little magic in that wand right now. And the Giants with another leadoff base hit. Fifth time at sixth inning, the Giants have gotten a leadoff hitter on base.
Ishikawa's got a couple of hits. Between Ishikawa and Uribe, they're 5 for 5.
That's some good news out of Florida, too. Washington beating the Marlins 7-1 in that game in the 8th inning. That's important.
5-3 now, San Diego leading Colorado. Low and away, 1 ball and 1 strike. Terrific crowd here again at AT&T Park for this series. Friday night, 39,212. Last night, 41,710. And brought the girls 1 ball and 2 strikes. Look out. I hope that hit a seat, and that's it. Two to Travis Ishikawa. Ishikawa bounces this one up the middle, and Furcal is not going to get him.
Well, you talk about a CNI ground ball. That is a pure definition. They had set the defense in anticipation of Ishikawa pulling the ball. You can see where the shortstop Furcal was, and they had Belliard, the second baseman, pulled over towards the hole, and that wound up being a thing of beauty. And for the second inning in a row, they've got 2 leadoff singles against Weaver.
Seems like every time Eli Whiteside's come up, there's base runners all over the place. Penny to follow, although he's not out in the on-deck circle just yet. And Whiteside takes way outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Talked about the Rockies night, and Tim Lincecum is going to pitch tomorrow. And he'll be facing Jason Hamill. And we will have that for you right here in Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. Whiteside with a wave and a miss, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, that's the kind of swing you don't want to ever have your hitting instructor replay back for you.
At least not in front of people.
No.
Off the end of the bat, and he's got a base hit. And that's a thing.
That one you can replay back all you want. Weaver came back with another breaking ball. He had gotten a wave through on a 1-0 count. He comes back with a 1-1 breaking ball. And Whiteside gets enough of it to just throw a little flare out over the head of Belliard. And the Eli Whiteside fan club just went crazy.
Well, in their minds, that was the hardest hit ball of the afternoon. So here's Brad Penny. Penny at the plate with the bases loaded.
Since birth, mind you.
Outside corner strike.
Pretty good arm in right, great arm in center, no arm in left. And he's sitting on a breaking ball. Not a bad thing. If you think you're going to hit into a no play, strike out.
Giants pregame live will be out at Willie Mays Plaza tomorrow. And they're out there today as well. So it worked, and said, all right, we're going to do it again. Torres takes a pitch wide, 1 ball and no strikes. Uribe, Ishikawa, Whiteside. Torres has singled, and he struck out twice. Two and 0.
Look for your pitch, look for your location. Look for something you can get in the outfield deep enough to score that run from third. That's the situation.
Out of play, 2 balls and 1 strike.
He's telling you right there, he's looking fastball middle away. He got it. Dodgers starting to get some more activity down their bullpen.
Belisario, 2-1 to Torres. 3-1.
Again, same approach you had in the 2-0. You take in a 3-1 count. You are in the driver's seat. He has to come to you.
Three and two. Payoff pitch coming up to Andres Torres. Foul.
Weaver is not an easy guy to elevate. I mean, that's a challenge when you're in a fly ball situation against a ground ball pitcher. And it's not just the sinker that he has that gets you to put the ball on the ground. Every breaking ball he has got downward bite. Meanwhile, Penny thinking about Casey Blake, who's going to lead it off for the Dodgers in the 7th.
Foul again.
Good battle. Base hit here. This place goes crazy.
Sanchez in the on-deck circle. It's 3-2. And the walk.
And an easy take.
With the RBI on the walk, it's 4-0. And here's Freddie Sanchez. That's the first walk of the game issued by Dodger pitching.
And Torres not going to let Weaver face Sanchez.
You know, Sanchez's numbers are so good against. Sanchez is 8 for 17 against Weaver. So Weaver's going to depart when it's time for a change. Think Speedy Oil Change Tune-Up, your oil change tune-up and smog experts. We'll be back. Mario is the new pitcher. Hard throwing right-hander.
Well, you had pretty good sink on the fastball from Weaver, but now you've got turbo sinkage with Belisario. I mean, he's one of the hardest sinkers in the game. And that's what Torres is looking for. Here you see the numbers for Belisario. An excellent year. 43 hits allowed in 63 innings pitched. And how do you hit a sinker? You look up. You look for a mistake with it.
Sanchez takes a fastball up. 1 ball and no strikes. Same spot, 2-0. I saw this guy right at the beginning of the season, and we all went, who is this guy? Because he was bringing it. That gets away, and here comes Ishikawa.
Well, you couldn't hit it, and you couldn't catch it. That's how good that pitch was. 97 mile. Watch the movement on this thing just explode into Sanchez. And it hits right off the tip of the glove of Russell Martin. It's got to be a pass ball. You get that much glove on it, that's got to be caught. But, boy, I tell you, certainly not an easy thing to do, and the Giants cash in.
Whiteside moves to third. Torres moves to second. Infield in, base hit. Whiteside scores. Here comes Torres. Here's the throw home. Cut off.
And these folks have been waiting for 3 days to do this. And this has the feeling of an exorcism. Freddie Sanchez going right back up where he saw it with a drawn-in infield and a great read from Andres Torres at second base and an easy score, and the Giants have blown it open.
Sanchez, a couple of RBIs.
A 14-hit day for the Giants.
Here's Randy Wynn, still only one out. Swing and a miss. No balls and one strike. Up to win. 1 for 3 lifetime with a couple of strikeouts against Belisario. Play. I get away from you for a couple of games and it just goes bad.
I know. I've taken full responsibility for the last 2 games. I apologize.
No, I wasn't trying to lay it on you.
Oh, no.
I walked out of here, so.
Elbert, the lefty up, and I believe it's Trancoso, the right-hander for the Dodgers.
2-2 now to Randy Wynn. Swinging, 2 down. First strikeout for Belisario.
See that protective piece that he wears on his calf? That's the calf that had really given us some problems about 3 weeks ago.
Sandoval swings and misses. Ball squared away from Russell Martin. Padres 6, Rockies 3. I'm thinking Will Venables stole home. 0-1 to Sandoval.
Belisario, Sandoval, fellow countrymen from Venezuela. Belisario, 26 years old. He's a rookie. Originally signed with the Marlins back in 2001.
On the ground, base hit. Sanchez is going to head to third.
Oh, yeah. They've been waiting to cheer, and they're having a ball. a good sinker down and in and just rifle it right past the glove of a drawn in James Loney at first base. And that's the beauty of hitting. When you have that first baseman having to hold a runner on, you definitely hit the ball past his range with a hard smash. And that's going to be it for Belisario.
We got a new pitcher when it's time for a change. Think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change tune-up and smog experts. 7-0. We'll be back. Crowd, a 7-0 lead. The Giants have scored 4 times here in the 6th inning. Giants rule. We are in this.
They're definitely feeling it today.
If you make up a poster and it's meaningful, you're going to get on TV.
That's the deal.
You're going to get on our show. We'll see to that.
Scott Elbert, the new left-hander for the Dodgers. 13th time he's taken the ball for Joe Torre. 17 strikeouts in 16 2/3 innings. Elbert, 24-year-old rookie out of Joplin, Missouri. So bottom line, make sure your sign is good, entertaining, and we're going with it.
Yeah, you'll get on. For Joe Torre, Weaver started the inning, and then Belisario, and now Elbert. Two balls and no strikes. What do you think the Marlins are doing? They're trailing 7-2. They're in the 9th, and they're in a rain delay.
They had a rain delay yesterday, too. Hey, it's South Florida.
Never happened to us there. Foul back. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Ooh, that was a rough road trip, wasn't it?
Yeah, we were waterlogged.
Giants had over 9 hours of rain delay that particular road trip.
I could not find any creative ways of saying the tarp is still on, it is still raining, and we'll keep you updated.
that got a little redundant.
Swing and a miss, 2-2.
That's a healthy fastball, 94, right above the hands. Elbert, kind of a swing man. On that same road trip, Randy Johnson won his 300th game.
In the rain.
In fact, that's the first time in Major League history that a guy had more wins than there were people in the stands when the final pitch was thrown.
Out of play. That was game 1 of a doubleheader when Randy Johnson won that ball game in Washington, D.C.
Good to see the big unit back. And he said all along, I want to pitch. I want to help this team win. And he really had a real serious arm injury. It happened when he was taking an at-bat.
On the ground, foul.
And went back down to Arizona. The Giants have their rookie league and worked with the trainers down there and worked hard, got himself back. 603 starts in his Hall of Fame career, and he's going to come out of the bullpen should the situation present itself.
Sherholtz fighting off some good pitches.
And at the Hackney Chop House Bobblehead Hall of Fame, you see right between Robbie Thompson and Kevin Mitchell, there is the big unit.
He's got the largest landing platform of all the bobbleheads.
As well he should.
Sherholtz sharply on the ground, but on the outfield grass is Belliard to end the inning. Giants score 4 times. Let's go to our Sportsnet Central studio for this Sports Flash.
Rockies are coming to town tomorrow, and the Giants need their 10th man. That's right. You can come out to the ballpark for any of the 3 Rockies games Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and you can take advantage of the 10th man $10 ticket. That's right. For $10, you can be here to help the Giants beat the Rockies. Go to sfgiants.com and enter the coupon code 10. It's the 10th man $10 ticket. Are you in? For more information, visit sfgiants.com or call 1-877-4SFG-TICKS. Rockies are losing today in San Diego. Giants ahead here 7-0.
And Blake takes a strike from Brad Penny. Penny, by the way, has not been a strikeout machine today. He's forced the Dodgers to put the ball in play.
He has been a strike one machine.
Indeed he has. Blake is 0 for 2.
Good split. You know, if you're Madison Bumgarner watching this game, I mean, that's the one thing that has to stick out. What Brad Penny has done here is he has really stayed on top of the Dodgers with strike one. It's enabled him to throw his specialty pitches. It's enabled him to throw to locations of his desire. And that really is the reason why you bring a guy up like Bumgarner. I mean, obviously, he had a chance to pitch, and he helped the Giants in a game, went 5 1/3, allowed 2 runs, did a nice job. It's for him to see outings like this one. How are guys like Penny, who's been around for 10 years, getting people out? How are guys like Barry Zito getting people out? Guys who've been doing it for a long time.
Past the diving Sandoval into left field for a base hit.
Tried to go inside with the fastball, makes the pitch he wants at the belt with movement going in towards the hands of Casey Blake. Just a nice job of fighting that fastball off. We talked about the bat in this series. Casey Blake has really swung it well. He's used the whole field. Had a nice two-strike approach.
Here's Belliard. Belliard takes low. On deck is Russell Martin. There's Madison Bumgarner picking the brain of Barry Zito, and that's the way it should be. There's a strike, and they've been talking for a long time. A couple of left-handers.
You know, the big mistake that a lot of young pitchers make when they first get to the big leagues is that they think they have to do something different. They think they have to throw harder. They have to throw it to a perfect location every time, and you just don't.
Pulled foul.
You think you have to be better than you were in the minor leagues just because you're at the big league level. When you get to that comfort zone where you believe in strike one and you have the ability to locate your pitches, that's when you really start to excel at this level.
1 ball and 2 strikes.
It's a great shot of the old breaking in the new.
Good pitch. So good. Got him.
Thanks for stopping by. Strikeout number 2. Set up on the outside corner. Look at the exaggerated target from Whiteside. Bang, that thing goes right between the knees. Was it across the plate? Probably not, but it was between the knees. And plate umpire Larry Vanover says it looks pretty good from here. And another K goes up on the board.
Martin takes low. So Martin is 0 for 2, a ground ball and a fly ball. Just a little bit high. 2 balls and no strikes. Blake led the inning off with a base hit.
They're going to have to turn the lights out here pretty quick.
I think you're right. There's a strike, 2-1. Just missed. 3-1 now to Russell Martin.
He's not happy. He thought he had that one nailed. They go fastball outside corner, just a little bit low, and he immediately asked plate umpire, "You see the right hand?" He's asking him, "Is that low? Is that down?" Yes, it was.
Hit well to left field. Randy Wynn's going to watch it go. It is gone. And it comes on a 3-1 pitch, and it's 7-2.
Second time in this series that Russell Martin has capitalized on a 3-1 mistake. But when you have a 7-run lead, you're not going to walk anybody. You're going to make him swing the bat. Fastball, and I mean just about the same place that he hit a home run off of Jonathan Sanchez in his start.
Here's Mark Loretta. And Loretta looks at a strike. Loretta hitting .223. Martin's 6th of the year.
And Cooney, bang, strike one, right back in the strike zone.
Rolled off his foot foul. I asked Bruce Bochy before the game, about Penny and how excited he gets, and sometimes it can get him in trouble. Was he worried about it? He said he pulled him in. He talked to him about it. He said, I want you to be who you are, but I also want you to stay as calm as you can against these guys. It's going to be hard to do. Loretta on the ground to Ishikawa. 2 outs. Good. That was towards the direction of Bruce Bochy and Dave Righetti.
You know, it helps if you're a pitching coach and manager. I mean, you want to know what's inside the head of the guy out there on the mound. And hey, I'm okay. Everything's fine. I'm throwing the ball well. Dan Runsler, the lefty, has joined Sergio Romo in the Giants bullpen.
On the ground up the middle. Sanchez, tough play, stays with it. Side retired. You'd like a little bit more routine than that. 7-2 Giants. Ishikawa, 6 for 6, a home run, 3 runs batted in. Brad Penny has been outstanding. That's our McDonald's game summary. Manny Pacquiao is here. There's Manny Pacquiao. He's been at the ballpark one other time. And he's going to fight Miguel Cotto November 14th. Both fighters are here. They're promoting this fight as they have gone from different ballparks. And pound for pound, he is the toughest.
He is the baddest man in the world.
Little guy that anybody has ever seen, Manny Pacquiao. I want him on my team.
Right now it's going to be Ramon Troncoso who takes the ball for the Dodgers. 67th time that he has come in. He has been a workhorse for Joe Torre. 48 strikeouts and 76 in the third. Troncoso's running up there low to mid 90s. And a good hard sweeping curveball. If there is such a thing, he has it. That's his best strikeout pitch. But he, like Belisario, can also put the ball on the ground.
What a great day. It's raining.
Hey, it's very tropical right here. This is September in the Bay Area. This is our hot month.
Here's one, Uribe. Giants try to get those 2 runs back as Uribe takes low. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike.
And how do you hit a sinker baller?
Make him get it up.
Make him get it up. Jeremy Affel's starting to head down to the Giants bullpen.
See, you thought I wasn't paying attention. Good pitch at the knees. 1-2.
A 3-hit day for Uribe. 3 of 15 Giants hits today. And why did they get 15 hits today? No batting practice.
They made him get the ball up.
Yeah, that's right.
And Uribe out for the first time today.
Giants, no batting practice. They didn't even hit the cage today. That's the first time we've seen that all year long.
I don't think Bruce Bochy allowed him to watch video today. Although he did, but I think he thought about it. Ishikawa, a couple of singles and a double. First pitch, breaking ball for a strike. And that pitch is down low. Eli Whiteside is on deck. Jeremy Affelt is in the bullpen. One and two.
It's that quick curveball we were talking about. He'll throw that same thing back at a left-hander's back foot in a 1-2 or an 0-2 count. That's a big break. It's severe. I mean, you're seeing that as a strike, and when it's finally caught, it ain't close to being a strike.
And Ishikawa waves that one as the bat goes flying. So Trincoso with a couple of strikeouts. And here's Eli Whiteside. Panda watching. And Whiteside takes high. Two runs on 5 hits for the Dodgers. 7 runs on 15 hits for the Giants. Whiteside had a base hit in the 6th. Here he pops it out of play. Swing and a miss. 1-2. So Trincoso is a strike away from striking out the side.
That curveball, they're just not picking it up. It fooled Uribe, it fooled Ishikawa.
In the dirt. 2-2.
Bruce Bochy about Eli Whiteside, and boy, he'll go on for a while about the job that he has done being a backup for Benji Molina.
And he got him to end the inning, so Trincoso strikes out the side. Here comes the 8th inning. 7-2 Giants.
You'll see it right after Giants postgame live right here on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. And whoever put these two guys together is a genius. Two of our all-time favorites, Gary Radnich and former Mayor Willie Brown, and the great Eric Davis, 49ers hero. All three of those guys getting together, going to talk about football, and you'll see it right here on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area following Giants postgame live. So 49ers first postgame live of the year. Check it out.
7-2 Giants. Here's the two fighters. Manny Pacquiao and
Miguel Cotto.
They cannot be sitting together, right?
That blows my mind.
There's a pitch up high. I mean, I really want to hope that they just don't like each other at all.
They're baseball buddies. What can I tell you?
Affelt facing Juan Pierre, and those first two pitches are out of the strike zone.
There's the numbers for Jeremy Affelt, a workhorse for Bochy. 65th time he's taken the ball. Look at the ERA in 52 in the third innings, 1.89. The first strike always settles it down. A fantastic 7-inning outing today for Brad Penny. 3 times he's taken the ball as a starter for the Giants, and 3 times he has gone out and dealt. And an emotional start for him. He has really brought calm to the waters here in San Francisco.
Lifted out to Randy Wynn. And Randy Wynn makes the catch. 1 out. So Affelt comes back after falling behind 2-0. Here's Ethier. First pitch to Ethier is a called strike. Ethier 1 for 3 this afternoon. And he takes that fastball down low. Affelt here in the middle of September still throwing hard. That was at 96.
Pretty much straight away. They will give a little bit of the line to left field, the left-hand hitting Ethier.
And a little low, not by much. 2 balls and 1 strike. Kemp to follow.
Saw the alignment from the high home camera, and you can just see it's basically that's kind of the straightaway defense. And look how far away from the line that Sherholtz is in right, protecting the Triples alley. But I mean, that's pretty much straightaway defense, you know, AT&T style. You can see how much room is there between Sherholtz and the line, and for a left-handed hitter, that's rare to see. But here, commonplace. Teams have figured it out.
2-2 to Ethier. Ethier fights it off to see another pitch. (7-2) Giants here in the 8th inning. Ball, Ethier gets plunked.
And that's going to upset Affelt. You have a guy in a strikeout situation, a 2-2 count. You're going to throw a hard breaking ball. You're not going to want to do this. And it doesn't do anything. Plunks him right there on the cheek. And you can see the reaction. Now, the one thing about Affelt, and this is really has been a consistency throughout the season, and we didn't even know much about him. You know, you knew he threw 95, but you didn't know he threw 95-mile-an-hour sink. And you talk to the Giants catchers, and they'll tell you the same thing. I mean, he's got some nasty stuff, and it's because of that high-velocity sinker that he gives you from the left side.
Strike to Kemp. He's got a lot of double plays this year.
And he pitches for him.
another strike, and it's 0-2. With James Loney to follow.
Again with the breaking ball, just missed a bit outside. It's a good pitch, 0-2. You got a chance to make a guy chase. It's where you want to miss with it. You want to miss down. We think it's easier for him to throw that breaking ball to a right-hander for a strike than it is a lefty.
Got him.
Oh, that was nasty. Cut a fastball at 94 right across the plate. And in below the hands of Kemp, it just tied him up. Watch the elbows collapse and the elbows bend. See ya. That's just nastiness right there.
Here's Loney. Loney is 0 for 1. Reached on catcher's interference. And he's bailing on a breaking ball, and it's 1 ball and no strikes.
I mean, you face left-handed curveballs like Affeld's. How'd you try to hit him as a left-handed hitter?
You really have to just force that right shoulder to stay in. It cannot move at all. And once it moves, you're in trouble. There's a strike.
I mean, do you automatically just think the opposite way? Think left field?
Up the middle.
Because Loney is a very good hitter against left-handed pitches. It kind of reminds you of Todd Helton. Just a really good, solid opposite field approach against lefties.
To the backstop, Ethier will move on down to second. It'll be a wild pitch, and Whiteside's going to go out.
It's going to be ruled a wild pitch. That's an intense gaze from the skipper.
Two and one to Loney. Now it's 3 balls and 1 strike. So Affelt will take a little time before he throws this 3-1 pitch. Steps out, but quickly back in. Ooh. It's probably going to get Affelt out of the game.
It is. Here comes Bochy.
So we're going to get a new pitcher, Sergio Romo. When it's time for a change, think Speedy. Oil change and tune-up. Your oil Dodgers a couple of base runners here in the 8th. Ethier hit by a pitch. Loney drew a walk. And now Sergio Romo will face Casey Blake.
Well, there's the numbers for Romo this season. 38th game. Had his ERA kind of balloon right after the break. Had a series of 6 consecutive hitters that he gave up 6 consecutive hits to, and all of them scored, and it really just inflated his ERA into the 6s, and he's been whittling it down ever since. And he's going to face a hot Casey Blake.
Loney is the runner at first. Ahead of him is Andre Ethier. And the first pitch to Casey Blake is that breaking ball for a strike. Throws it a lot on that first pitch. Blake is 0 for 2 against Romo with a couple of strikeouts. This afternoon he's 1 for 3. He singled in the 7th.
Wilson getting greased up.
And another breaking ball, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Fastball, strike, 1 and 2.
And Blake's sitting on a breaking ball. You see the look in his eye. He guessed wrong. Romo a little bit like Jeff Weaver. We talked about the Dodger reliever who could take a breaking ball and make it look 3 or 4 different ways just by lowering his arm angle. And Romo could do the same thing with the breaking ball. He could frisbee it, flatten it out, make it wide.
And Blake stays alive by popping this one foul. Ethier at second, Loney at first. Romo sets, and there's the breaking ball, 2 and 2.
Well, we've seen him use that inside corner a lot to righties. I don't think that was what he wanted to do. I think he just sort of left it out there. Well, you see where Whiteside is with the location. This is just a mistake on the inside corner, and that's kind of a break, because if that thing moves another foot, it's out of the middle of the plate, and that's a hanger.
2 and 2. Got him. And that'll end the inning. Dodgers leave a pair. It remains 7-2 Giants. some of the beautiful sights and sounds of what has happened here at AT&T Park this afternoon. And the Giants with 15 hits, and they lead the Dodgers 7-2. And Rich Aurilia is going to hit. Always receives a nice round of applause. And in this Giants-Dodgers rivalry, which will be the last time the Dodgers will be here, maybe that came into play when Bruce Bochy decided to choose Rich Aurilia to hit.
Charlie Hager, the new arm for the Dodgers.
And he is a
knuckleballer. Got him out of the White Sox organization. Spent a little time last year with San Diego.
rolled foul.
So what do you think? Aurelia's thinking he's got to take it at bat off a knuckleballer.
He's psyched because he gets to hit against, well, he's not psyched he's facing a knuckleballer. He's psyched that he's getting an at bat in this game. One and two. And maybe the more pitches we see, the less psyched Rich Aurilia is.
I know, he's got a good one.
High, 2-2.
How many knuckleballers did you hit off of?
3. Wilbur Wood and the Necros.
What about Charlie Huff?
Never saw him. Little pop-up. Loney over by the Dodger dugout, and he puts it away. Scott Reese is in Willie Mays Plaza. Let's check in with Scott.
All right, gentlemen, coming up after the ball game on Esurance Giants post-game live, complete highlights and reaction from this offensive barrage by the Giants. Bip Roberts will break it all down, and following our show, don't forget the debut installment of 49ers post-game live, so put down the remote, get comfortable. Great TV for you for the rest of the day, guys.
All right, thanks, Scott. A lot going on here at Comcast Sports Net Bay Area. Torres out of play.
So who had the best knuckleball you ever saw?
Probably Phil Necro. I only saw Wilbur Wood a couple of times.
Yeah, his is left-handed, though.
Yeah.
What about Tom Candiotti? Did you hit off him?
No. Fall back. It's 0-2. I had a 2-for-2 day against Wilbur Wood rained out.
That is not right.
2 infield hits. So it's probably... Baseball god said, nah, yeah, we'll just rain those out. Wind is not carrying towards third as Torres pops out. And here's Freddie Sanchez.
I thought the best knuckleball I ever saw was Phil Necro.
It really is the only pitch in Major League Baseball where you know it's coming. And a lot of times you can't hit it. You can't say that about a slider, a fastball, a curveball.
Well, you were 1 for 7 off of Phil, 1 for 6 off Joe, and 2 for 3 off Wilbur Wood.
4 for 5.
I'm impressed. I'm counting those 2 infield singles. 4 for 5.
Sanchez swings and misses 1 and 2.
Well, Phil Necro can make it go both ways. That's the thing about him. He'll throw one across the plate, look like a big curveball. Then he'll throw one that jumped in at you if you're hitting off him from the right side. Joe Necro threw his harder.
Sanchez out swinging, and that'll end the inning. So we will go to the 9th. 7-2 Giants.
right after Giants postgame live. You can check out the maiden voyage of the 49ers postgame live. You see it all right here on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. It's Gary Radnich and former Mayor Willie Brown. And, of course, 49ers great Eric Davis. All three will be on board to rehash today's Niners game. Doing it right here on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area.
Wilson to Belliard, and it's a call strike. So Brian Wilson into the game with the Giants owning a 5-run lead. Belliard takes low. Another fine season for the Giants closer.
34 saves. Giants finally got a chance to get him in this series.
1-2.
And I think that's one of the hardest things about being a closer is when you want to help and you get into a situation where you get a couple blowouts like the last couple nights and you just become non-existent.
It's true. Shallow center field, Andres Torres. So here in the ninth, one out. Here's Russell Martin. Russell Martin hit a home run off of Brad Penny. The only earned runs, or any runs off of Penny, came on that home run. Martin hit it on a 3-1 pitch. And Wilson starts him off with a strike. So the Padres still playing good baseball.
They are. And they played the Giants tough. They won 2 out of 3 here. They took 2 out of 3 against the Rockies.
I mean, think about the win the Rockies had. And it was only because Heath Bell kind of imploded in that ball game with 2 strikes on Yarvit Torrealba. Line drive to Sandoval. 2 outs.
Now we always talk about this time of year. Wins are never easy, ever.
Here's Hudson. Orlando Hudson will pinch hit. And a strike to Hudson. There's the final. San Diego beats Colorado. Swing and a miss. Nothing in 2. On the ground to short. Uribe. Ball game. So Giants fans, enjoy that one. It took you a couple of days, but this one is in the win column for the Giants as they beat the Dodgers this afternoon by a final of 7-2 in Brad Penny.